Greetings, YouTubers. So I am up on the Continental Divide right now, up on Laputa Pass, which is the official headwaters of the Colorado River. Got all my camping gear on my back, as well as my pack raft, paddle, life vest, all that good stuff. I am gonna get on the trail and I'm gonna see how far down the Colorado River I can make it. So, see how this goes. We're at 10,175 feet and it's literally all downhill from here. So you wouldn't know it, but the Colorado River actually starts right in here. It's just kind of swampy marshland here, but it turns into a trickle a few miles from here. Yeah, so from right here on the Continental Divide, the river flows, I believe, about 1,450 miles through Colorado, through Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and California, where it enters Mexico and then goes into the Pacific Ocean at the Sea of Cortez, or at least it's supposed to. I believe it rarely actually reaches there because all of the, well, right now because of drought, but mostly because of agriculture, siphoning most of the water out of it. So the first part of my hike today follows this. This is not the Colorado River. This is what's called the Grand Ditch. It's a man-made canal. It was built in the 1930s, or at least it was finished in the 30s. I believe it took them several decades to complete it. So what's going on here basically is, right now we're on the western side of the Continental Divide, which means all the water here is supposed to flow into the Colorado and then eventually into the Pacific Ocean. But what they did here is they built this at the perfect grade so that it's flowing back over from the west side of the Continental Divide back over to the east side of the divide. All the water in the ditch here is coming down creeks and streams from high up in the Never Summer Mountains. All that water, like I said, it's supposed to flow into the Colorado, but this canal catches it all, sends it back over the Continental Divide, and then down to the Laputa River, where it goes out onto the eastern plains and is used by agriculture, probably to grow alfalfa and corn, feed the cows so we can all have our cheeseburgers. So right here is where I leave the Grand Ditch Road and head down the little Yellowstone Trail. Guessing this area here is what they're referring to as Little Yellowstone. It's beautiful. About 6 miles into the hike today. Got a couple more miles before I get to Trail Ridge Road, I think. Made it to Trail Ridge Road. This is the main road that goes all the way through Rocky Mountain National Park from Grand Lake over to Estes Park. Unfortunately, this is really my only option as far as hiking along the river here. There are no river trails over there, so I'm gonna be walking down this road for several miles. Haven't figured out exactly where I'm camping yet tonight. So I'm about 11 miles in today. Got a few more miles to go at least. Still haven't figured out exactly where I'm camping yet. The trouble with hiking through the park here is you got to have a backcountry permit to camp anywhere, and those are probably impossible to get right now, I would imagine. And then there's only one campground on this side of the park, and it's closed this year. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative, I think, because I'm not gonna be able to hike the road all the way to the end of the park. If I go a few more miles down here, there's a trail that goes, it's less than a mile to the north, and then it goes into the Never Summer Wilderness. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit that trail and basically just go to the other side of the park boundary and camp in the first decent spot that I see. I just left Trail Ridge Road, just crossed the Colorado River, filled up a bunch of water. And this trail is gonna take me into the National Forest. It's only half mile in. So once I cross that imaginary line, I will be able to camp wherever I want. I don't know if it's gonna be any good or not, but it'll be free and legal, so that's always a good thing. Looks nice. Well, this is home sweet home for the night. Got a view of this beautiful meadow out here. Looks like a good place to maybe spot some moose. Hopefully have some coming through later. All right, today on the Ramblin' Waters cooking show, we're gonna have a nice pasta Alfredo. No, that's not good. One cup. 2 cup. Give a little stir. Oh no. You're definitely not supposed to eat the oxygen absorber. That goes in the trash. And this sits for 15 minutes. And the rest of this water is going to be hot cocoa. Alright, it's fully hydrated now, and I'm giving it a thumbs up. It's pretty decent. Just spotted something out there. It's not the moose I was hoping for. I think it's a big buck. Hope it comes closer. Are you looking at me? All right, y'all. I did about 12.5 miles today. By my calculations, that is a whopping 0.86% of the entire Colorado River. Gonna get up tomorrow morning and try to get those numbers up. But yeah, it's getting late-ish. The mosquitoes are awful. About to crawl in the tent and call it a night. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna post a new video just about every day on here as long as I have cell service. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of these updates. Thank you.